Mike. Welcome, media. Good to see everybody on Competition Tuesday. Hope you had a great day off yesterday. Coming off a good team win versus BYU. We're very pleased with our preparation going into the game by our coaches and our players, and a very focused group the whole week and the whole trip down there. You can just tell before the game that they were ready to play, and for that we're pleased. And, they believe in the preparation and the hard work. I got to thank Tommy Moffitt for the great job he did with our guys over the summer and into camp. They were in good shape. We came out the game pretty healthy. We were very physical, and I got to thank him. We were bigger, stronger, and faster because of the job that Tommy Moffitt and his excellent strength staff did. We're proud that we started 5 true freshmen and played 17 freshmen, and they did pretty well. And this is a fantastic freshman group that we're going to continue to play those guys, and we're going to continue to grow with them. Some positives from our offense. First thing is about the ball, 0 turnovers and 0 sacks. Very proud of that. A great job by offensive line, Coach Grimes. Good job by Matt Canada calling the game, protections, and us protecting the football. As you know, we had 41 minutes and 54 seconds time of possession. We only punted 1 time. Danny Etman, we thought, played fantastic in managing the game. His passes were on the money. He made great decisions. He was 14 out of 17 for 171 yards. We ran the ball for almost 300 yards. It was a physical football game. We took what they gave us. Our wide receivers caught the ball well. We had 7 different players catch a pass and run with the football. I think it's the first time in a long time that LSU has done that. We're very proud of our play action game. Things that we want to improve on and need to improve on, obviously, as you all know, is red zone efficiency. We made some mistakes down there. We got some different plays that we need to call, and we're going to work on that very hard this week, and we want to eliminate the penalties that we had, especially at the beginning of the game. On defense, again, another great job of our preparation. Our coaching staff, led by Dave Aranda, was one of the best in the business. An outstanding performance by the defense. Started 4 true freshmen, 97 total yards of offense, -5 rushing, the shutout. Just a tremendous job on defense, and we're going to continue to improve. We had a lot of guys play well, but everybody fit. We had all 11 doing their job most of the time. That's what we're most proud of. The things that we must improve on defensive communication, and we want to create more turnovers. On special teams, the positive was substitution. Our goal was to put 11 men on the field and fight like Tigers, and we did that. We had a 32 punt return by DJ Chark, and that was a nice play in the ball game, set us up in great field position. We stopped the fake punt on 4th and 1. We have a punt safe. Our guys did a tremendous job. Great situational awareness there. The blocking on the kickoff return was outstanding. Darryl caught the ball, and obviously it should have been Clyde's ball. We'd like to see what Clyde would have done with it. Outstanding freshman. We're going to get better at that this week. Our field goal protection was good. They had blocked many kicks for that number 90, that 6'9" guy. Jeff worked very hard on our guys and didn't allow any penetration. Must improve kickoffs. We want our kickoffs into the end zone. Our kickoffs were not what it's supposed to be. We're going to open up the competition for who's going to kick off this week. We're going to make some changes there. Kickoff coverage, lane assignments. We're going to make some changes on the personnel that we had on kickoff. We're not happy with the kickoffs. We're not happy with our assignments. So we're going to improve in that area, and we don't want to have any penalties on the special teams. Now, our challenge this week is to press on. We want to press on towards Chattanooga. We're coming off a good win. We're coming off a team that's coming into our house, and we need to focus totally on them. We're looking forward to playing in Tiger Stadium. Our first home game. We want to encourage the fans to get their tickets now. Sold out crowd would be great for our young team. They come here expecting a sold out crowd for Tiger Stadium. I know we're going to get it. I know that the Tiger Walk is going to be fantastic with the former players there. I just can't wait to walk into that stadium with our new team on Saturday night. On to Chattanooga. As we know, they lost to Jacksonville State 27-13. That's the film we've been studying. Tom Mark is their coach. He was a backup to Peyton Manning in the NFL. He's a very good coach. He has very good schemes. We're studying them right now, especially his offensive schemes. On offense, they're multiple. We've seen a spread. We've seen pro style. It was mainly spread versus Jacksonville State. We don't know what we're going to get. We're ready. Justin Raschetti is their first season in Chattanooga. He was at OC at Tennessee Tech, so obviously we've been studying his film too, not knowing what we're going to get, but I do believe we're going to be prepared. They have 4 returning starters. They had 300 yards versus Jacksonville State, scored 13 points. Their top players are Richard Bagley, running back, Joseph Parker, wide receiver, and Nick Deanna, a big quarterback. He had 23 passes for 218 yards, a touchdowns, 2 interceptions with Jackson State, and also can run the ball. On defense, we're expecting a 3-4 defense to give us multiple looks. They had 6 returning stars in 2016. They gave up 366 yards to Jacksonville State and 27 points for Jacksonville State. Their top players are Tobias Lawson, linebacker, Tate Davis, linebacker, and Isaiah Mack, D-line. On special teams, their kickoff, they're averaging 19.2 yards on the kickoff return. The net point average is 37.5. Their field goal specialist, Victor Umo, was 2 of 2 on field goals. Solid football team. It's not going to be about them, it's going to be about us. Today is competition Tuesday. We're focused on our preparation. We're looking forward to getting out there, being out in the heat today. The sun, it's a beautiful day in South Louisiana. We're excited about going to practice today. Any questions?
Hey, Coach, you complimented your offensive line. Can you share any grades, like with specific guys? And also, the guys that missed the game with suspension, do they go right back to where they were? Or is there any lingering effect on deciding when those guys play?
Yeah, we thought our guys graded out pretty good. You know, most of them graded out in the high 90s, which is awesome. We had a couple guys make some mistakes. You know, we're doing the young guys are going to make mistakes. I thought the young guys played fantastic. For their first game, the older guys helped them out. You can hear them on the sideline, help them making their calls and stuff. So I thought the offensive line played great. Obviously, there's some things that Jeff wants to fix, but you know what? We had a mixed bag unit all camp, and Jeff did a great job of keeping those guys healthy. They played, they stayed healthy. The guys that didn't play this week are going to work their way back. We're not going to make that decision right now. That could go all the way up the game.
Yeah. Darius guys carried the ball 20 times in the first half of the night, 13 in the first quarter. Is that by design? Was that a bit too much? Or what was ideal for you, for him?
Yeah, you know, I think anytime you get over 25 is too much, because we have 3 quarterbacks that can run the football. We don't want to wear them out, but I do believe it was what they was giving us. We wanted to give Darius the ball on the first play, on the fly sweep. And we thought that was a very good play. That's something that can gain some yardage. I don't think that you're going to see Darius carrying the ball over 25 times in 30 times in a game, every game. We don't want to wear them out.
Hey, Coach, at your coach's show, you were asked what was the difference between being the interim head coach and being the permanent head coach. And you said you coached the same on the outside, but you're going to feel different on the inside. What was the experience like of leading LSU into the season opener?
It was great. You know, just focusing on the preparation for Saturday morning, I woke up a little nervous for the first time, and I wanted the team to play well. And I knew we had a new offense, new special teams. There was a lot of new working parts that were going on during the game. So those things were important to me. The first time that Matt calls games, I'm on the headsets with him, and you know, we're doing the game time communication with them. We got a lot of things going on. We got a lot of new freshmen playing. We don't know what's going to happen, what BYU is going to do to us. So there's a lot of anxiety inside, but it didn't show it at all. Remain calm. Our guys were fired up. I believe that the team gives you confidence when you see the way they prepare and you see them right before a game. I knew we were ready to play. I knew we were going to play well.
Down here on the left. After you watched film, what did you think of your freshmen on defense, Chason, Taylor, Delpit, Vincent, some of those guys who started and played a lot?
Recruit. We're glad we have them. They're exactly what we thought about in recruiting. You know, the thing that I was really impressed with them most was their mental outlook on the game. The game was not too big for them at all. They were running around ready to go. They didn't have the deer in the headlights look at all. They were ready to go. They played like vets. I thought they graded out very well. You know, Grant Delman started off with that play. Tyler Tell on that power. Caleb Bond did his assignments exactly like we wanted. Kerry went in there and played a great job on nickel. Dell did a fantastic job.
Coach Shanahan, DJ Chark back there on punts. You had said Dante Jackson would be there.
Right.
The reason for the switch, and would that be the case going forward?
Yeah, we felt that ball security, for our first game, ball security was the utmost importance. And we felt that he had the best ball security out there. We did it. This is his first time doing it a game, but we knew that he was going to catch the football. We felt that he had better ball security skills, and that's why we did it.
Will that be the case going forward?
We'll see. You know, we always want Dante to go to Dante's a game breaker, you know what I'm saying? But we just got to get him comfortable in catching the ball the way we want him to. And once he does that, we're going to be in good shape.
A lot of talk about the young guys on defense, but the 6th-year senior, Corey Thompson, coming out with a couple of sacks. What kind of value does he bring to that side of the ball?
Speed. And Corey's very strong. He's strong at the point of attack. You know, we ran a little stunt where we looped him across the center, changed direction, reached out to grab the quarterback, very strong and quick. You know, he and Kelvin good off the edge when we get Arden Key back on that team, and I'm what we call a cheetah team. We're gonna have a very good pass rush system. Corey does a good job. He did a good job of taking care of his pass rush responsibility. He did a good job on the first play. They ran the mile. He played with leverage, came across and made the play. He used his hands well. He has to stay healthy. That's the one thing with Corey. He's faced a lot of adversity through injuries, which is not his fault. We feel that he can stay healthy. He can have an outstanding season.
And over here on the side, you mentioned when you get Arden back, is he still waiting to be cleared for contact?
Yeah.
What's his participation
Yeah.
been like?
He's still waiting to be cleared for contact. We're gonna do a little bit more with him today. I wanna see what he can do. He'll get a little more contact today as far as repetitions. I don't know if he's full speed yet, but we're bringing him along in increments. He is not ready to play, he's not being cleared to play for a game yet.
Ed, talk a little bit more, if you would, about the pregame, leading the team down the hill, leading them into the stadium. The first game's always a little special. And why was it important to you to want to add the former players you know, coming down the hill with?
Look, I grew up watching LSU football, and just being around those guys and seeing them play in Tiger Stadium, I think it gives us all motivation. It all gives us a sense of family. I wanted to bring them back. You know, at Miami, we brought back all the players. They were always there. At USC, Marcus Allen would be on my side. You know, all the great players would come back and be in the dressing room. I remember playing against Notre Dame. We're going down the tunnel, and Ron Yerry is screaming in the tunnel. I just remember Jerome Brown and them calling Cortez Kennedy, you know, before the game. And I think that's a great tradition that LSU can have. And we brought all the guys back. They're going to be back again. Our guys love having them around. We brought some of the greats back. Derek brought Tommy Casanova, all the great ones back, and they talk to the team. And I just think it gives us strength and unity and makes them feel important because they bled the purple and gold.
Ed, right. Could you address a couple of things? You've split out J.D. Moore and Foster Moore a lot at receiver. Yeah. Tell us about why do that and how they did. And then Frank Heron, what's his status right now?
Well, here's the deal. That's all Matt stuff, you know, and he wants to create mismatches. And, you know, we put these guys in a position what we call the F position, and they can do a variety of things. The F position could be a tight end, it could be a wide receiver, it depends on the play. And we put those guys out there to create mismatches or create another hole in the line of scrimmage to get the safety out of the box. That's why he does it. With Frank Heron, obviously Frank Heron did not play last week. Frank Heron is going to be on a week-to-week basis. He's not ready to play right now. He's not cleared to play, and I don't know when he's going to play.
Coach, obviously you want to always respect your opponent going against Chattanooga, but is this one of those games where you can try to play those freshmen a little bit more, especially in Tiger Stadium?
Yeah, here's the challenge of this week. Okay, focusing the task at hand. Get our team ready. Get our team ready for a battle. And we've all been in these games where you can overlook your opponent, and it turns out to be a battle. So we're not playing anything but a battle. Obviously, if things go the way we want them to, in any game, just like you saw last week, we put it in the freshmen. we will play the freshmen, but only when it's time. We're not going into the game saying, we're not playing this guy, we're not playing this guy. We're going guns unloaded to win the football game, whatever it takes.
Hey, Coach, you mentioned earlier that you thought that anytime you get over 25 carries, it's a little too much. Is that a conversation that you've had with Darius? Have you guys talked about what an appropriate workload looks like for him this year?
Hey, he 170. I mean, that won't be a good conversation. But you know what? We talk about it, Matt and I, and Tommy and I, and rotating guys and stuff like that. And look, I'm not saying he'll never get over 25. Now, there might be a game where we need him to get more. But we don't. We do not want to wear him out. And that's why we use it in recruiting. We want to rotate our backs. Tommy has done a tremendous job. I have all the faith in Darryl. I have all the faith in mine. And Nick Brissett is coming along. We have a couple of guys getting healthy. So we want to rotate our backs. We don't want them to carry the whole load.
Over here. So obviously we're not sure how much your personal philosophy towards accountability and discipline has to do with these players, and I understand if you don't want to get into that, but I was curious if you could describe what is your philosophy on accountability and discipline,
Right.
flexible versus strict, and what in your lifetime in football led you to believe that the way you do it now is the right way?
Well, obviously, we have team rules. I mean, we have team rules, that's it. We have team rules. If you break the team rule, you pay a price. And you said we bring guys in, we counsel them, we talk to them, we give them help in a lot of areas that they need help. We're there for them. But once they cross the line, they have to face a penalty. And that's what we do.
Coach on the left, it's tough to improve off of 14 and 17, but where is there room for improvement for Danny?
Well, we want to hit the long ball. We want to be consistent at hitting the long ball. His play action pass was great. Obviously, there's going to be a rush. It's going to come. He's going to have to avoid the rush, make decisions. He's going to get hit. He didn't get hit at all. He's got to shake it off to make a play. And the competition as we grow is going to get stiffer. I think the thing with Danny is we all have confidence in him, but everybody's waiting to see him win the big game. And let me say this correctly. He'll never win the big game by himself. We'll do it as a team. But until he does that, I think that's going to be his mark, and he knows it.
Ed, you mentioned that cheetah that y'all would run. We saw a little bit of that with just two defensive linemen down. Well, we didn't see that last year from Dave. Is that just because you have more of that outside linebacker?
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that scheme, you know.
Yeah, last year we had Lewis Neal that could play 4 technique, and he could play 6 technique. So we didn't have to sub when we went to 3-4 over. Now we don't have a guy that can do that is strong enough to play inside and is quick enough to play the quarterback. So we have to make a substitution now. We have more outside linebackers so we can do that. And I think David's done a good job of using our personnel. We need to be careful what we're doing third down, because a lot of times you want to put all pass guys in there. And we've done that, and sometimes you move a defensive end to defensive tackle, and he gets stymied by a big guard because he's just not used to playing in there. So we're very careful what we do. But certain situations, we're going to put 4 fast guys in there and let them go.
How much agency does Etling have between choosing pass run at the line of scrimmage in this Kansas?
Every play he has a choice. Every play he has a choice of where to run the ball, what to do, and can check to the pass. Everything.
And the opponent didn't, I guess, dictate it this week, but last year was a lot more nickel. Corey Thompson is consistently one of the 11 best guys on the field. How do you look at that going forward?
Yeah, we're still anticipating a lot more nickel this year. That's just the way the league is. And we rarely see 21 personnel. I think we played 75 to 80% nickel last year. We're probably going to do the same this year on first down.
Back here, just quick on Miles Brennan. I know he got a few snaps in, and there may be more opportunities for him down the road. Could you just maybe give us your evaluation of him and your eagerness to see more?
He's been excellent. Been excellent all camp. There were some scrimmages out there that he was one of the best players on the field. But he wasn't ready. He's still a young boy, young man growing up. and we want to let him grow into the offense. It was his first time, you know, think about this. He walked into the Superdome and taking snap for the Tigers. That was a big deal for him, but he handled it well. I thought the way he threw the pass, the dump pass to 22, he read the linebacker perfect. You can see he read the linebacker stuck. He dumped it to 22, first down. And he's smart, he knows his reads, he threw the football. He has to grasp an offense right now, he's learning. He's gonna grow, hopefully we can get him a lot of experience this year, but we'll have to see how the game goes.
Coach, towards the back end of last year, D. Anderson was making some catches and some plays, looked like he was gonna emerge as one of your new wideouts. What has held him back?
He's been out with an injury all camp. He has not practiced yet. He has not practiced one time in camp. He's been out with an injury all camp, and I don't know if he's gonna be back this week.
Just time for one more, Ross? Right behind you.
The same question, but a different player instead of D. Cy Martin, we haven't seen him at practice. He kind of in the same boat there?
Yeah, Cy Martin will be practicing today. I do believe he's practicing today. He should be practicing today.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, guys, thank you. You about to do all right?